Ay, mo magkita pang vlogging no? Hi, Mate!
Hello! Hi, Kiam.
Hi! Lapilon pa ko.
Amil ka na. Hello!
Hi.
This is Novi. I have my friend here, Michelle.
Hello.
So Michelle, it's so interesting because when we were in university in San Pedro College, Michelle was my editor-in-chief, right? So that was like when you were on your fourth year, I'm in my third year. And now Michelle is already a doctor here in Australia. So
Just recently registered.
yes, so she's going to tell us her story of why she's here, and this is what this vlog is going to be about.
Ganun ba? Okay. So what story?
So Michelle, tell me, what brings you to Australia?
There are a lot of reasons, but number one, I would like to have a probably change of environment. And ever since I had a vacation in Australia, I really love the place. So even working as an internal medicine specialist in the Philippines, I really dreamed of working here in Australia.
So why Australia? Why not America?
It's near the Philippines. That's 8 hours.
And you
plane
have
ride
you
away.
have family
And
here.
family.
Yeah,
And I have a twin sister who works here and lives here with her husband.
So what were you doing in the Philippines before you came here?
In the Philippines, I'm an practicing internal medicine specialist for the past 4 years. So basically, I'm a consultant. But here, I'll be starting from scratch. That's alright.
I don't think you're starting from scratch. You're starting from somewhere, right?
From the bottom.
Yeah, but you're already a doctor. Doctors, by the way, are very highly regarded here in Australia.
True.
It's a very trusted profession.
Really?
Yeah, because doctors are being regulated. It's not like somewhere else in a third world country where the level of trust is poor. Here,
The level of trust is also high in the Philippines.
yeah, it is high. Yeah. But here, I think people are more trustworthy of doctors because their profession is regulated.
Yeah, I think it's the people's...
It's audited.
Yeah, I think it's the people's attitude here as well. I mean,
Yeah,
everything
true.
here has a
Yeah.
system. So
Yeah.
I think that's one of the difference that Australia has with, the Philippines.
By the way, how was the transition from the Philippines to here?
I am still in the beginning, baby steps. So
So what's your status now?
I'm currently in a visitor visa, waiting for the work rights. So I applied for pandemic visa while waiting for my visa nomination for training visa.
I see.
So hopefully, if it's okay, everything's okay, I will have work rights and I can start work here right away.
So that's interesting because that's a kind of visa that they just introduced when the current situation has happened, right?
Yes, the pandemic visa, the visa or government-sponsored activity visa or visa 408, subclass 408 is available for people who are here in Australia and working or able to work in critical sector.
And is it for how long?
If they grant you, I think you can have it until 12 months for the entire 12 months, so a year.
I see.
But that depends on the immigration.
And is it a pathway for immigration as well?
No. No,
Mm.
even the training visa and the work visa is not a pathway for permanent
For permanent
residency.
residency.
No. You have to apply for permanent residency after.
I see.
Another visa.
So it's just like a transition visa.
Yeah. For now, so you can have full work rights.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I can start work because I've been unemployed, not working since January.
Don't you get like consultancy job in the Philippines right now?
No.
So you have to be physically there to work there.
Yes. Although I still have like some payments from PhilHealth. Like few payments left.
So how are you finding Australia so far, now that you've been here for a few months?
I really love Australia. Really, really, really love the place. I like, as you know, yeah, we're walking here now. I like the free public utilities. Like the free beach.
You can enjoy
park.
the beach without
paying,
Yeah.
which is like
without a lot of competition as well.
yes, and it's open space and
Yeah.
people are friendly. At least for me, I never had experience with anyone being unfriendly so far, and everyone's smiling.
And
Like, except that now the libraries are closed, but
Yeah.
last time when I was in Victoria, the libraries are really, really big and it's free. Internet is free, so some luxuries that we cannot experience back
in the
home.
Philippines. And
So sad.
yeah, it's sad. It's sad for the
Mhm.
people back in the Philippines, right?
Yes.
Is there anything you miss in the Philippines though?
Only my family and my patients. Because I miss some of my patients.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
handling.
Yeah, you
Some
look after
patients-
renal patients, right?
No. I handle general medicine
So
patients.
cardiology.
A lot, sort of.
Mm.
I have patients who complain of hypertension, diabetes. So some of them I've been handling for the past 3 to 4 years. So they're
Yeah.
like family. And
Mm.
that's it. I miss them. But the rest, nah.
Well, anyway, I just like to show you as well. We are in Shelley Beach
Yeah.
at the moment. Look at how beautiful Australia is. So this is what Michelle is
Yeah.
talking about.
One of the perks of being here.
By the way, where are they? Nawala na to. Michelle. Mas pa sila.
Here, no.
Diri ba padulong? Amo na siya. It looks like a Bondi iceberg.
No, that's free. Yung enclosed.
Yeah.
An enclosed space wherein people can have like safety from the
And-
strong waves.
And soon
free.
soon when you become Australian enough, you're going
You
to
like that? No. I don't have the confidence to wear two-piece in public. So here is just a brief preview of what the normal life I would be enjoying, hopefully, when I start work.
So what's your plan from now?
Well, because I just had my registration, so I'm on limited registration. So I have to get the visa, start working, and then hopefully after a year, I have to enroll in the work-based assessment program. If I finish all of that, then hopefully I can apply for general registration and apply for PR and maybe get married and have kids after.
Does it help if you're a doctor and you're wanting to apply for a permanent residency? Do
Yes,
you
I
get
think-
more points?
Because I checked the points. There's the point system in the immigration. I already checked it just to be sure if I would qualify the next 2 years. So there's age. So if you're 45 above, forget it. So they only accept if you're 45 below. And if you have at least the number of experience in the Philippines counts, or
yeah.
any work experience. If you have more than 8 years of experience, it's a I think 20 points. And if you have experience also in Australia, it will count.
Do you need to do an English test?
Yes, but I did the PTE. It's
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah.
I heard, because I only did OET and
Yeah.
PTE.
Yeah.
I haven't tried IELTS, but between the two, I find PTE easier. So yeah.
Well,
That-
anyway,
Oh,
Michelle,
sabi mo.
Michelle, I have another question.
Yes.
Would you recommend Australia as a pathway for doctors in the Philippines?
Yeah, if they have experience.
Because the reason why we're doing this video, by the way,
To
is because
encourage
no,
doctors.
Michelle has been asked a few times
Yes.
why she's here, what brought her here, and what is the pathway to become a doctor in Australia, right?
Oh, yes. Australia is a very nice country. Doctors, I've met a lot of doctors from all around the world. like met doctors from Brazil, even fellow Filipino doctors. So yes, you can, even fresh graduates can apply, but that depends on it's a case-to-case basis, so that depends on your experience and also your qualification. So it's a really, really long process, but you can find it how to go about it in the AMC website. So basically this is like this. You have, as a international medical graduate, so we're considered an international medical graduate, you have to pass the 2 examinations. The first one is the written exam, AMC 1, and then the second one is the AMC 2, or the clinical exam, which is really, really difficult but doable. And after that depends which one you choose, if you want to work in the hospital or you want to work in a GP practice. So that's another story from there. So, but basically a good experience if you want to go here, especially there are a lot of international medical graduates applying already. I would suggest you have both AMC 1 or 2 plus experience, or if you have only AMC 1, you should have at least a good number of experience back home to be at least considered for hospital job.
So Michelle was saying that all the information is in the AMC website, which stands for
Australian Medical Council.
So that's www.amc.org.au.
So yeah.
Well, anyway, are you excited to be working in Gosford, because that's where you're going to be, right?
Yes, I'm really trying to look for homes at this time, and really excited because it's a different experience. Even if I'm a consultant or have been working in hospital in the Philippines, I know it will be really, really different. Different health system, because Australia is like UK based system at least. And
whereas the Philippines is American
like,
based.
American based. So even the books that they use, the guidelines that we use here in Australia, it's amazing because every condition they have this particular guidelines. Like for cough, they have this guidelines. For shortness of breath, they have this guidelines. So it's really, really different back home, because sometimes depends on the training that you got. So
I think it's called clinical pathways. So there's a different pathway for every condition.
And I think the different conditions in the Philippines, like TB is not common here, and TB is really common back home. So that's one of the difference.
The other thing that I think you should take into consideration is mental health.
Yes,
mental health is very
people,
big here.
And which is one health problem in the Philippines that is not being addressed at the moment. At least, or they're still trying to address it at the beginning stages. So yeah.
Well, anyway, Michelle, thank you so much for the interview. And thank you for sharing your experiences with us.
What I can say is that for any international medical graduate who will be watching this video with from Novi, so it's possible. But I would just suggest that don't give up. The struggle is really, it's hard to get in. But I heard a lot of success stories from people who already are working in Australia, who transitioned from resident medical officer, now working as GP, who had GP jobs. They also have their own stories. It's not easy, but it's possible. So don't give up, and but yeah, lastly, you have at least some money. Because exams are really, really expensive now. Even some of the registration is expensive. So if you want to go here, it's not like you go here without experience, or at least some money to back you up, because it's really needed. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Tiliapi, syempre. Well, anyway, I interviewed Michelle, and this is Michelle's twin sister.
Hello. You're not going to interview me.
It's a beautiful day today, and hey.
There. Here? Yeah. How much a flat? It's maybe because they know that Maybe they processed the, yeah. Maybe they're just looking.
Ginagamit niya pang vlog.
Ang vlog ni mo? Oh,
Sa kuwan, usually, oh.
Ay, sa kuwan. Wow. Nagpila na.
900?
Huwag ka barato. Walang din 900. Ang barato sa mo 100.
Pagka naman ko, ikaw ba, cheap?
Oo.
Sa hours na rin ko.
Correct.
Ang 900 sa mo, kay 1 week mananamo. Diba, no?
Correct.
Maghilom din ako. Mo na mong palitan no Shelly Park siya.
With fish and chips.
Nice, diba?
Mm.
The Shelly Park na beach.